Hi everyone, who is ready to make dolly-sized poinsettias? Okay, let's get started. You're going to need some of these craft containers. Typically you can find them at the dollar store or $1.25 store, whether or not it's Dollar Tree or whatever the name is of the store that's local to you. So if you get a package, this one had 6. I already used 2 for the poinsettias that I made. And in this package, we can make a tiny poinsettia. So maybe you have a smaller doll you want to use it, or maybe a smaller space in your dollhouse or your scene. But we're going to make a smaller one with this. And then I also have these larger containers that we could try to make one with as well. So if you want a larger poinsettia. The next thing that you're going to need would be some type of foam balls or anything that's styrofoam or something where you could push the poinsettias into it. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be this exact one, but something that would push down in one of these containers and you could poke the poinsettias in it. And of course you're going to need some poinsettias. So the poinsettias that I have here are 2 different varieties. Well, it's not much of a variety when it's only 2. So, and I wanted to show you the differences. These you can also find at your local dollar store or Dollar Tree or whatever it is. So here you want to look for poinsettias that have small flowers. And here you have a larger leaf and a small one. So this is the size you're looking for that will work with your jars. You can cut these down so it's not a big deal. But I was happy to find these at a different dollar store, and they're all pretty small. So for these here, you can just trim part of the larger ones and then stick it right on down in the pot, and you have a poinsettia. This size is going to need a little bit more work. It's hard to tell really, and I'm not going to start pulling these off to show you the differences, but let's look at this one, the larger size versus the largest one on this here. So if we put them together, you can see the difference. If you put this one over that, you can see how you have so much more fabric and trimming that will be required, but it's really not a big deal. Anyway, what's nice about these 2 varieties is that we have gold color here, and here we have red. So now that we've talked enough about poinsettias, let's put them aside and talk about the paper that you're going to need for the outside of your poinsettia pot. So I would recommend that you get these 2 colors, red and gold, and the fact that the poinsettias and what I just pointed out to you have the gold on the inside here. That would match nicely with this one here or this one. It doesn't really matter, but that's my preference. So I would pick up a roll of each. Maybe you already have it around the house. This is a very common wrapping paper, especially around the holidays. I found these 2 rolls at the Dollar Tree, so relatively inexpensive. The next thing you're going to need, I'm going to put these here because these are my little inspiration poinsettias, and I like looking at them. So you're going to need a utility knife. Make sure it has a good sized blade on it. So you may already have one of these around the house. A pair of scissors. and some double-sided tape. This one's called a tape glue runner permanent. So that's really all you need is the tape, scissors, utility knife, these containers, the styrofoam balls, or a package of them. So let's line everything up so we could see it. Containers, a couple of these styrofoam balls. Okay, so here's all the supplies that you're going to need. A package of poinsettias and wrapping paper. So once you have all of this compiled, you'll be ready to start your poinsettias. Hope you enjoyed that video. I had a lot of fun making these for my doll scene now that I'm decorating for Christmas. And I also wanted to tell you that the inspiration for making these was my trip to DAISO last month when I picked up this item. It was $1.99 and I put it in my dollhouse, and then all of a sudden it sparked me to want more poinsettia plants. So now we have more poinsettias. I created all of these, and I'll be scattering them throughout my dollhouse, especially around the fireplace when I get to putting all this mess together. I have so much Christmas stuff, it's seriously out of control over here. If you liked this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up, share it, comment below, interact with me. I really enjoy that. That's what keeps me going, and I create these videos to share obviously my passion and my hobby with you, but I also love hearing from you. If you have any questions or see anything in the pictures that I'm showing you now, please let me know what it is and I will get back to you. If you subscribe to my channel, thank you so much for supporting me. If you're not a subscriber, I sure hope you do subscribe and press the notification bell so that you get an alert when new content is posted. Here's some recommendations on other videos I made. I left a link in the description down below to each video in case you want to check them out. I also have a TikTok account and an Instagram account. You can find me at AGTV for Life. That's all for now. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and remember, AGTV for life.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10, glistening once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas